Minnie Pearl says, howdy. For those of you who are anywhere near my age, you know who Minnie Pearl was. She was quite the character in country music. Let's say hello to everybody. Day 3:30. Not the time. Oh, wait a minute. It's almost 3:30 in UK, though. It's Friday, the 14th day of June. You're listening to RobLynn Live and Ollie.
Wonder Dog.
Wow, you're about to get that down.
Thank you.
Friday's events. Man, did we have events today. Holy macanoli. At 6:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. OES Papua New Guinea with Miss Marcia, Mark Tinney, and Francis Tay. What an event that was. It was an O Connect, and it was very well attended. At 8 a.m., along came Comfort Confor from the UK, and that was round one, as we refer to it now, at 8 a.m. And then at 9 a.m., holy smokes, Eastern Daylight Time, GDO with engineer Sushanta.
GDO is Global Dedicated on Pacifians.
Thank you. With special guests Jeffrey Morlock, Lynn Nakamoto, and Dan Street was there. So it was kicking.
The two keynote speakers were Sapna Gupta from India and Dan Street from USA.
It was very well attended. Then at 11 a.m., along came our friend Red Redfern. 11:30 brought us Chris Johnson, who was really fired up today. And at 12 noon, Marty DeGarmo, Eastern Daylight Time. And the list keeps going. At 12:30 p.m., Wake Up Talk Show with Rekha and Mamata. It keeps going. 2 p.m., Collins, Manna, and Andy Burks. And I had a little trouble finding them, but I found them. The date said one thing, and I'm looking, and I called Andy. I don't know if you knew that, Collins, but I called Andy. I said, where the heck are you guys? So he told me, and it was good. You did about, I think, 30 minutes today.
It was good. The topic was OMail, and I liked it because Collins gives the technical side of OMail, the functionality, and then we have Andy who brings it back to the business sector. How does it apply to like financial services, for example? So you get a little bit of both sides, and I really liked it.
That was cool. Hello, Miriam. Hello, Casey. Zevenbergen. Vavine is here. Hello, Miss Benny. Glad you're here. Robert McGahee's here. Eric Kessler's here. Juliana is here. Woo, Dougie's a list 135 already. We haven't even said anything. All right. At 2 p.m. was One Global Movement. They had a crowd. They did an O Connect, and it was flawless, if I might add. I was there. And then at 4 p.m.
And Rekha gave her topic, Rekha Makan from India. The topic was parent and child relationships. She talked about the different parenting styles. It was very good.
Ivan came on, and Vincent came on. Vincent. Let's back up the bus, Rob. Francis Tay came on, and we gave our stories when we were both single parents. So it was kind of fun. It
was actually fun and also touching. Really, it was special.
Then at 4 p.m., guess who was coming to tea? Once again, Comfort Confor was on at 4. And now it's a shade past 8 Eastern Daylight Time, and Ollie Boy the Wonder Dog welcomes you to his Mama and the Mad Hatter with the RobLynn Live Variety Chat Hour Plus. It's now called Variety Hour Chat Plus because we never know when Ash comes on if we're going 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, or beyond.
And that's Marty's description for us. It keeps evolving, as Marty says. Call it the Variety Hour.
Variety Chat Hour Plus now. And he says we have no clock. We'll see if we can maintain a clock tonight. With an interactive chat and the Where's Ollie Boy virtual background contest. Lynn will ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell around 8:30. We're going to do it before we get going, I think. And then she'll highlight a chat, and then you can make your guesses. It will be a silent Where's Ollie Boy contest, and Davina in the chat will tell us who it is
and
where it is.
Where it is and who the winners are.
And please pray for Ash, as we say every night, his lovely wife, two brilliant boys, Omar and Chunky, as well as the tech support and media teams and the marketing teams around the globe who are knocking their socks off for us. And thank you, guys and girls around the globe, for their continued good health and safety. Please also send out your love, light, and prayers to anyone you may know who is ill or has been in an accident for their complete and speedy recovery. We have just a couple of announcements. I'll make them quick so we can get this thing kicked off. If you haven't already checked, please check out the new website. It is a bomber. The corporate YouTube channel where you can sign up with your OES after you've OES number and or your O-mail. And let's see, what else you got to do? Oh, you got to share it. You got to share it and put a comment in the comments. And then you're registered.
Yeah, share, put a comment in the comments and put your OES ID or your OES email address in the comments. And then you share that video on social media.
There's already 130 some odd thousand entries. So enter as many times as you want, as long as you have an O-mail for each one of those entries. That's the key right there.
O-mail
or the OES.
Yeah, right.
Or the OES number. Right. Hello to Toy Him. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh, she's on the way to the OES classroom and is listening to RobLynn Live with OTech pros at the same time. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so plenty of bang for her buck.
Yeah, so this is Francis Tay's training that is every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. to noon Singapore time. It's an in-person training, and that's where Toy Him is headed.
All right, check out the corporate YouTube channel, as I mentioned, your OES for all the lightning fast goodies, as Bob Takusi and I were talking about a little bit ago. O-Connect is lightning fast, for sure.
That's wonderful.
So you got O-Mail, O-Net, O-Trim, O-Tracker, O-Connect. Oh my, what's next? So there's plenty of offerings there, and O-Trim, of course, and everything is getting tweaked, and I think the tweaking is about to be twoked to where everything is ready to rumble. I think, as Bob said, we're certainly at the front door, and that's a good place to be for sure. So please, please, please get migrated. Oh, my broken 45 RPM record. Sign the NDA if you haven't. Get a hold of O-Connect and take it for a ride with a webinar or a conference. Hello to Char2, Charmaine from sunny Singapore. All right, so stay focused, stay plugged in. Most importantly, check your profile or profiles, plural, in the OES or O-Founders if you're not yet migrated. The time is here. The time is now.
And I like Pam's hashtag overprepare. And where does that concept come from?
Ash Mafara on Wednesday night had said, what topic you got for tomorrow night, RobLynn Live? And we said, well, we hadn't gotten there yet. And he said, oh, you have. Overprepare shall be the topic. So overprepare did become the topic, which was fun. We had a good time with that last night, and you can never be too over
prepared.
Right. Tonight's topic, number 330, as this is our, this makes 11 months we've been on. Are you kidding?
Crazy.
A commentary with the OTech pros, which we're going to do in a moment. We'll introduce the guys. And following that will be a Q&A. And these are the Q&A guys.
That's right.
Ollie's question for this evening, and he has a question every night. What are you most excited about in On Passive today? So, do we do no, let's go ahead and do the Ollie contest, get that off and then I'll introduce the guys.
Okay, sounds good.
Stand by one,
so
guys.
What this is if you're new to us, it's the Where is Ollie contest. We're going to show you the background, and all you got to do is guess where Ollie is. And our chairs are kind of blocking it.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that hopefully that gives you an idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And the chairs did block it.
Yeah, our chairs blocked it. Sorry.
All right. So she'll ring the bell. Ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell. Hello.
Okay, wait. I want to catch up a bit.
All right. Okay.
Catching up. You can read that.
Catching. There's Avik. Hello, Avik. Glad you're here. Jennifer's here.
And just so you guys know, we're on a 3-minute slow mode. So that means you can make a comment every 3 minutes. And it's only because we know that the attendance tonight will be very high because of the OTech Pros presence. It's always high when they're here.
At 14 past the hour, we are 180 here. So here we go.
Every 3 minutes, you can make a comment. So make it count. Be like Dr. Lisa Lee. Look at what she does. She piles it on. Hello to like 5, 10, 15 people maybe right there. That's the way to do it, all righty? So we're going to right now go ahead and show a specific
Ring the bell first.
comment.
Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to catch up. I'm going to ring a comment. Ring a comment.
Biddy.
Let's ring a comment. Okay, ring the bell, and I'm going to spotlight a comment. Make your guesses after you see that comment, not before, okay?
All right, ring the bell.
Okay, I am. Okay.
All right, the bell's been rung. The comment's been highlighted. When?
Robert Stifler, he says, can you explain to us about Lux, Luxury and Deluxe? Beyond the Lookout, a creative
Mobile service. Not familiar with that.
I don't know about that. So maybe, I don't know. Okay, we'll answer that later. Okay, I'll just
she'll spotlight that question and we'll come back to it.
All right.
All right, without further ado, if I may, let me introduce from Bel Air, Maryland, Bob Takusi in the house. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Glad you're here, brother. Thank you. And from the UK, where it's Saturday morning, believe it or not.
It's 1:16 in the morning for them in UK.
Collins Manna is in the house. Hi, Collins.
Welcome.
And from, I was going to say sunny Baltimore, Maryland, but he may be on the move. I don't know. I know he's from the USA. The one and only hashtag We Are Fine, Oliver Fonteh. Hi,
Hello,
Oliver.
Oliver.
Glad you're here, brother. And also from the UK, where it's 3-something in the morning. Holy smoke. Thanks for getting up, Vincent.
9, 10, 11, 12, 1:16 in the morning.
1:16 in the morning. Vincent Ete. Hello, Vincent.
Hello, everyone. Hello, RobLynn.
Welcome.
Yeah, hello, Collins.
Yeah.
Hello, Rob. Hello, Oliver.
We will watch on live.
Yeah. Oh, I muted you for a second, Oliver. Sorry, we're hearing you speak. We're very fortunate to have the entire crew of the OTech Pro today. We don't often have them all together, do we? What a treat.
Good stuff. And tonight we're going to start off with the 3 of them. How about the 4 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. With their comments on OP360, which was Wednesday during the day around 2 p.m. And OP360 Plus, I guess, or RobLynn Live Plus, which started at 8 p.m. So let's start, if we may, with some opening remarks from Bob Takusi. Yeah, Bob?
All right. Hello, everyone. Am I unmuted? Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Bob.
5 on 5. Good evening to you, Rob. Good evening, Lynn, Auntie Lynn. Good evening to my fellow brothers, Oliver, Vincent, Collins. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day here in Maryland. I'm just a privilege to be here. And good evening to all the founders worldwide, those of us who are actually connected right now. It's good to see you and hear you. I can see the messages just fly by. These are some exciting times. According to me, it's just exciting to be an Opasivian, to be a founding member who is plugged in on Passive 360 and RobLynn Live Extra. RobLynn Live Plus was a treat of a lifetime. This is one of those moments where you really want to be part of this journey, to really enjoy as we go down the home stretch. For me, one of the things that I got is when Mr. Ash looked us in the eyes. I'm just going to mix both days, so I hope it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Mr. Ash looked us straight in the eyes and he said, "Are you ready?" He asked us a direct question: are you ready? Because he said they are ready, you know. And to demonstrate that they are ready, look at the website that came out this week. I think Rob made mention to it. The website, I think it epitomizes the readiness of our teams, all teams, bearing down and getting us to the home stretch, to take us home to where every single one of us have been looking forward to. Look at that website. That website is the best. But Mr. Ash came out, I think, the other day, and he said, wait for what is coming next. So it is the best of the best. The next one is going to be the best, and so forth. Look at the website. It speaks to you. For the first time, we see a horizontal scroll bar. Yeah. I think my brothers here are going to attest to us. I've never seen any website like that with a horizontal scroll bar. Look at the images. Look at the technology that is being used in there. It's just amazing, you know. What can I say? You know, Mr. Ash also told us at any moment from now, we're going to have the next release of ONET and OMail. That tells us that, you know, he had told us that we're going to have, when those next versions come, we are right there. So as of now, it's not here, but, you know, it's technology. They deploy, maybe one or two things happen, that you stop, you fix, you go back, you retest, and then all of a sudden everything comes together. So we should all get ready. Mr. Ash is asking us, are you ready? Are we ready? Are we ready to move on? He gave us some numbers. I don't like to talk about numbers, but Ash was out of the box this week. He spoke like he never spoke before, gave us insights of, you know, what we're waiting for, how much it's going to cost us, what the commissions are. And the one thing that I want to take, Mr. Ash asked us if we talked about, you know, how, what do you want? Do you want a system where he can give us everything, tell us everything about the commission, brings it forward, and then it doesn't work, or give him the space and the time, trust the system, the process. I trust him. I will let Mr. Ash and the experts do the stuff, and then just tell me what our commissions are. You know, he told us outrightly they want to make sure that they comply. He talked about compliance, our compliance team. We went back and forth with that. That's a major lifting that they are doing, making sure they go around the world with our lawyers and all the experts, making sure each of these countries that we are operating in, we are complying in the various areas. When we talk of compliance, we talk of security aspect, we talk of the human resource aspect, we talk of, you know, HR. There's so many, you know, infrastructure security, the buildings and everything. So all these things have to come in place, put together for us to be where we need to be. So I'll just let Mr. Ash and the team, you know, carry us forward. He's our quarterback. He has the ball, and I will let him hold it forward. So I will leave it there and pass it back to you, Mr. Rob.
All right. And, you know, Bob, I enjoyed the conversation that you had with Ash back and forth on API and other things related to that. I mean, I thought maybe you were going to throw him, that was a curveball, and he might not be on his game, but boom, he picked it right up. And,
you know, I mean, he talked about one thing that also caught me. I don't know if it's going to take too much time, but he talked about OTracker being integrated into OMail and ODomain, and then he gave us some insights about OConnect, the speech-to-speech translation. That is the biggest gift. That this is something that is not in the industry at all. And the technology that is behind, if we have time, maybe later we can talk about it, but it is mind-blowing. You speaking here in English and somebody in France listening to you in French. That is real time, maybe in a few millisecond delay, but that's a revolutionary in the industry. It's never been done before. You know, it's just, the technology is just awesome. We talked about, you and I, we just talked behind the scenes about OConnect, how fast it is, the pictures, the images. That is 4K technology. That's ultra high definition images. That's 8 million pixels. You know, they calculate pictures and videos in pixels. You're talking about the higher the pixels, the better the quality of the picture, of the images. It is just mind-blowing. But I'll leave it there for you for now, Mr. Rob.
Man, oh man. Hello, Collins. Talk to us, brother. Keep it going.
Yeah, just want to greet everyone, those who are watching. My brother Bob just touched most of the important side. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I made a statement. I said, Unpassive is ready. If you are not ready, it means Unpassive is not ready for you. It means Unpassive is not ready for you if you are not ready. They are ready and they will not wait for anyone. You know, we always have a statement Mr. Ash always made, and we have been saying this, that, you know, nobody will be left behind, but some people will leave themselves behind. You know, and your level of success will depend on how well you understand Unpassive. I always said the time of merrymaking is gone. The time of big word is gone. The time of double top, triple top, 1 million top is gone. This is not the time. The time is how well you understand your OES, how you can run your business, how you can, because Unpassive have given us so, you know, I always said, a plain level field for us to start. You know, when you want to start a race, everybody start from the same spot. You know, they said the race is not for the swift. It's for those who can resist, who can withstand. Like, you know, we have to leap like the deer. That's how it is. You know, Mr. Ash Mofara will always put everything at the same spot. He's a man of fairness. That's what I always said, a man of fairness. But how well you can leap will make you very, very successful. He said, are you ready? Because Unpassive is ready. We have been complaining. He said, this is not the time of complaint. It's a time, you know, where Unpassive is ready. You know, he was really happy about that. He talked about the value. You know, he said the value of every product, especially O Connect, will increase, but the price will still be the same. So every time there is a release, we will just see additional functionality on every product. It will just pop up, but the price is still the same. You know, talk about my brother already talked about the integration of O Tracker into O Mail. Talk about O Mail Pro, which will be the sellable product of O Mail with so many functionality. That will be more of the business use. You know, and he talked about the issues, all the issues we've been complaining of O Mail, all done and dusted. So at any time soon, we'll see the new O Mail pop up in our back office, not in our OES, sorry. We'll see that, and little things that they have to adjust on ONet. You know, all of those things will be adjusted because they are already taking note of it. So the point is, they will always release this OMail and ONet anytime soon. He said 48 hours anytime soon. So they never give a date. We'll see that, and everything will just be moving seamlessly, you know, within our back office, within our OES. But again, the touch about, you know, the testing of the application. We have to know that testing is a process, the same as development of software is a process. There is software development life cycle. There is also test life cycle. That's what people don't know. You have the life cycle of testing. You have the life cycle of software development. So sometimes when Mr. Ash Mofara comes, our CEO, tell us now this software is in testing. People shouldn't think like, oh, it's just one day thing. They'll just go and click and say, oh, happy days, it is done. It doesn't work like that. They must go through the cycle. As my brother Olive Bob said, defect, fix, release, test again, define defect, they fix it, they go. So it is always something like that. You know, everything must be done organically and systematically until we get a stable, matured product called maybe whatever we want to call it. Can be OMail, ONet, you know, O Connect. They will never ever release any product if it is not in the mature state. If it's not stable, defect free, top of the top product. It will never happen. So as our brother Oliver Bob said, let us be patient. And he used a word about O-Tracker, a forensic diagnosis of your website. You know, the diagnosis says, so forensic means scan your website, make sure everything is working so they can pick everything, analyze your website. That's O-Tracker. That's the beauty of that. It means every link or every mail, all mail is massive. A lot of people need to get this, and you'll be having millions of mail. O-Tracker can help you to analyze your mail. Who clicks on that? Who do this? Who do on your what people are doing on your website? That's what it said. Forensic diagnosis of your link, your website. And there are many value which will be beneficial, when it comes to the business. So I'm so excited for the O-Mail Pro coming soon, for us for the business to have a place where they can start, to run everything, creating millions of emails for their employees. That's something that will help, especially on passive and the founders. So I'll leave it there. Lynn, take it from me.
Promises made, promises kept. Hashtag Ashmafar. Over delivering again. Wow. Woo, doggies, like Marty says. Thank you, Collins. Appreciate it. And now, and I know we haven't heard this phrase very much. Yes, we have.
What phrase?
We are fine. Hashtag
Ooh.
Oliver Fonteh. Bring it to us, Oliver.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, RobLynn, for bringing us here today, the OTech Pros. I want to thank my brothers, Bob, Collins, and Vincent Ete is here. And want to thank everybody. I'm fired up, and I hope everybody that is here is fired up with what the message that we got on Wednesday, back-to-back, 360, and RobLynn show in the night on Wednesday. My body is on fire, and I'm the most happiest man on this planet Earth to be in this journey for more than 3 years today. I want to say God is good and we are fine. When I keep telling us for the past how many years that we are fine, because I saw it. I saw it. I had that vision. I saw it, and I knew that one day we are going to be in this position. And here we are today. Like our CEO said, failure is not an option. On passive, failure is not an option. He had to make sure that all the T's, the I's are correct. They've tested everything. Go right up to compliance. We have he mentioned to us when my brother Bob said it on the other day, on that Wednesday, about the DORA, the European new law, and I'm sure that we got it because OnPassive have complied with in 200 plus countries all over the world. That is a plus. Comply in our database. We have the SOC document that whatever thing you think about the data center is also comply. Though the biggest one is still on the way coming, but we do have one that is coming, and that one has also complied. And our security, the logistic, OnPassive have complied. So we are going into the market like the big shots, not like any kind of petty company out there. We are the big guns that we are going into the market with. Come again. One thing make me happy with one of our products, OConnect, speech to speech. This is not recording. He said it's not recording. It's live. It is live. And you can, if you want to get in by male voice or female voice in your language, you got it. This is, tell me, is there any other video application that is out there in the market that can beat us? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. We should be celebrating, drinking our champagne more than Shandong all every day now because we know we are fine. And after all we've gone through this process in life, the ups and the downs, it was a good journey. Nothing good comes that easy. If you get anything easy, then no, it will not last. Like our CEO said, failure is not an option. That unpassive is like NASA. Let me quote him. He said, unpassive is like NASA. That failure is not an option. We don't want to go to the market and tomorrow we got that something has failed. No, it will not happen. That's why I want to applaud everybody, all of us that we've been in this journey, and we enjoyed the process, and we give our CEO Mohammed Kamal, Mohammed Nazar, and all the tech guys in Hyderabad our support, and we've continued to pray for them, and we know that now is the time. Like my brother Bob said, that the CEO said, "Are you ready?" I'm sure we are all ready. I'm sure we are all ready, and we should prepare ourselves. I always say this in security. Now is the time also that we have to protect our machines. When I say our machines, your laptop, your gadget, we have to protect our machines, because the time has come that your machine is going to be like your ID also. In the morning, you will log in. In the evening, the afternoon, you will log in. And your OES also should be something that you should go there every day. Every day, the CEO told us last time that make sure you participate, because he will not come out again, or there will be no webinar to come and say there's this product that is in the marketplace. No. So you have to make sure that that is your responsibility. That is your job, to go to the OES. So I will leave it there. Aline, take it from there. I want to say thank you for everybody. I want to say thank everybody.
Well, I might add to that, we're definitely fine, Oliver. I don't think there's any doubt about it now. We are fine.
We are fabulously fine.
Mr. Ash said.
Well, all righty. Let's step on back over to the UK and say hi to Vincent Ete. Hi, Vincent. Thanks.
Hi, Rob. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Anteline. Thank you, my fellow brothers, Oliver, Bob, and Collins. Thank you for the great presentation. So thank you, Lynn and Rob, for allowing us to be here today. We thank God also for this great day. I would like also to give a special thanks to our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, for this greatness. We know he's a great man, and I always believe that Mr. Ash will deliver a great thing, because what is coming is bigger than what we have seen today. And then he keeps saying that we've seen only maybe 10% of what is coming and what is in the future. So everything we see, I'm not surprised, because he's a man of word. Anything he said, he will do it and they deliver it. And also he said ethics, integrity, and value before money. And then you also add that money is powerful, but it doesn't bring happiness and purpose. So he said this is a great thing. A lot of people should understand that passive is not only money. We're not here only for money. We are here for so many things. So the value is there, the ethics is there, and then also, so this is something we should also think about that. So Mr. Ash deliver so many things. He also talked to us about O-Verify. So O-Verify is also, he said is the O-Verify will collect data. So it's a much more secure. So it's something that the security is very important for this thing, because collecting data, we need to be secure, because inside the database, we have a lot of security background around, because without that, the data will not secure. So it's a good thing. He said, he mentioned that as well. It's very nice. So it's a O-Net, O-Verify, it will not be charged. So it will be free for us to use. And then, so there are many things coming. There are a lot of stuff coming in our way. So it has a great opportunity for us. And then we should prepare for what is coming in the future, because right now we haven't seen anything yet. Because what he said is, at the moment is like maybe 5 or 10% of what is coming in the next future. So you talk also about, I know my brothers, they mentioned everything, so I don't have much to say, but I'll have a little bit. It said also the data center. So people are going, the team, on passive team, they are going around for fixing our second data center. So some team will be in the UK very soon. So I know what is it because I work for Microsoft Azure data center. So data center is this multi-region data center will be based in every single country, because based in the UK, we have like in Azure, we have a UK South and then UK North. So sometimes I'm mostly close to UK South, so you connect to UK South to have the best network in your area, so that when you are working, the bandwidth, everything is good. So this is, I believe, is a similar thing, even be much more better than what we know. So Passive is great company, and then Mr. Ash is a great person. He's doing a good job. They are working hard day and night. He mentioned that as well. The team in Hyderabad, they are working hard day and night to make everything better, good, and great value above the market value for us. So we should trust him, believe him, and then we, like he said, the ethics and the integrity, we should think always in that, not always in money, because most people think about money, but money is not everything. What he have done for us is more than money, is better than money. That's what I will put it. So I'll leave it there for Antolin. Thank you.
Thank you. This is
Go ahead.
true. Money doesn't make you happy. Isn't that right? We know a lot of wealthy people, right? They're miserable, billionaires, multi-billionaires. So money isn't it. But with Unpassive, we're going to have true freedom, right? It's going to be financial freedom as well as time freedom. And that equals happiness, in my opinion.
All right. Hey, Bob, before I go to you, do you remember the NFL football coach, Bum Phillips? Remember Bum? Well, one of his, unmute Bob.
Oh.
Go ahead and unmute Bob.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Well, then you
Yes.
probably remember his famous phrase he used to use. We've just been knocking on the door for the last 4 years.
I know, on the red zone, yeah.
And we're gonna kick, I don't want to use the expletive, we're gonna kick the door in. That's the point we're at. We are ready to climb right to the top. I don't think there's nothing that can stop us now at all.
No. And that is exactly what our founder has been doing. He's been making sure for the past, I think Ash could have launched Unpassive even a year ago, you know. But like he told us, do you want us to hurriedly put it out there and then something goes wrong that he has to come back? There's no room. Mr. Ash Mufara, he knows, and we know, he has one bullet in his chamber, one shot. He's got to get it right. You know, a lot of, there'll be an influx of companies all around the world and peoples around the world flowing into Unpassive. As he opens the door, he knows that. Remember, Mr. Ash Mufara, we have data scientists, a lot of them. I think the last time Oliver and I were counting, he told us sometime that we just hired 2 or more. We had 4. I think the last time he talked about the data scientists was that they brought in 8, if you remember. So if you look at the count, it's somewhere between 14 to 20 data scientists. These are people who we now have data there that they are making decisions driven by the data that is coming in, you know. So everything that Mr. Ash is doing is driven by real data. We have our own data, you know. So the man is meticulously doing what he needs to do so that for sustainability, like he said, once we launch, he doesn't want, there's nobody, no regulator or anybody in any country should come and say, hey, we need this, we need that, we need that. Why didn't you do this X, Y, and Z? That's the position that Mr. Ash has put us. And that's why he confidently tells us that this is generational wealth that we are building. This is for generations to come.
That's right.
This is not just a one and done thing here. I
No,
mean, no,
not at all.
I don't think we know 5%. Marty keeps saying 10%.
We know companies that have been in this similar situation and they hurriedly go in and they crash upon launch, you know, because they were not prepared, they were not ready for the influx. Like Oliver always says, Oliver has this other thing that he says, Black Friday, remember? But for OnPassive, it's not Black Friday, it's Black Friday is every day when they open the shop. It's going to be Black Friday every day. Are you ready to handle that capacity? So Mr. Ash is tearing down the numbers because now we have real numbers. So he's looking at it and then he's making the adjustments that are necessary to sustain us.
So it's going to be like a Black Friday, but the goods are
every day,
high quality. You know how Black Friday you get some junk in there, like trash, right? But we're not going to sell trash. Everything we have is superior over market value.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, I've just been prompted by the executive director and producer. The background is of beautiful Alabama, known as Rocket City, home to Saturn V Apollo 11 rocket that sent the first Americans to the moon. Largest producer of cotton and peanuts. Yeah, I knew about the peanuts in Alabama. You guys have all been in the corporate world. You're in the corporate world still. I think all four of you are still working in corporate.
Yes.
What separates, I know what separates the men from the boys, but what separates Collins Ashmafar from other CEOs? Tell us about that.
There's a lot of things. No, we can talk about the IT solutions that Mr. Ashmafara is bringing. You know, we can talk how crazy it is. But let's look at OnPassive. It is not a typical business. Mr. Ashmafara said, I'm not a businessman. And I don't even want to be a businessman. I'm here for humanity. He said, I want to leave the biggest footprint on this planet Earth. He was born to do this. You know, he said he really wants to change life tremendously, where the world will look at it and say, wow, after maybe 10, 15, 20, maybe 100 years to come, they will look at the OnPassive and say, who is this man? Generation to come and said, who is this man? What was in his head? What was he thinking about doing such a thing? Let's look at the creation of light. When, you know, the scientist said, I want to create light, everybody said, you are mad. The sun we are seeing and the fire, you said you want to create something, the fluorescent bulb that will light the whole house. Nobody ever believed him. But today we are enjoying, you know, the idea of one man. So too is Mr. Ashmafara. I like the fact when he said, oh, bless is not a crowdfunding application. He said it is not a crowdfunding application. I believe every founder, because me too, I used to confuse. When you ask me what is Oh Bless, I say it's a crowdfunding application. But that day, he clearly said it. All of us got it, that it is not a crowdfunding application. It is a solution for humanitarian challenges and catastrophe. That's what he defined Oh Bless. A solution for humanitarian. So Old Bless is here to solve problem. Humanitarian challenges can be whatever is happening, war zone, poverty. You know, he cannot eradicate poverty, but he can give solution to poverty. How people can beat poverty using Oh Bless. If you are in it, you will win. He said it. You are in OnPassive, you will win. At least he cannot make you to be the most wealthiest man. That's not the idea of OnPassive. But OnPassive is here to give you the basic needs. Shoes for you to wear, to dress you up, give you basic education. Just the thing that we need. Because sometimes we think about what we want. We forget about what we need. If you can get what you need, you will obviously get what you want. What you want is excess. you need school, you need water, you need electricity, you need good roads, you need food to survive. You know, that is what you need. Any other thing is just a bonus. You know, I always make this statement. I said, from the day you were born, you came to this world naked. You know, the water they wash you is a bonus. The dress they wear on you is a bonus. It is a bonus, whether we accept it or not. You came into this world naked. From day on, when you breathe the first air, is bonus. And you grow only by his grace. And you just have bonus and bonus and bonus, go to school. So Unpassive is coming to give the access to all of these things through Academy, you know, through RobLynn. So you can mesh RobLynn and Academy. I see them, they go hand to hand. You want to do something, you want to give basic education, get teachers. What will happen? You integrate with RobLynn. If you cannot meet up, people can come in and give you that helping hand to undergo the difficulties you are getting. Look at when Chris Johnson helped the guy to complete the school. That's RobLynn. You know, so RobLynn is there to help us, and that is the reason. You know, without RobLynn, there is no Unpassive, because that is the heart. I always call it the queen and the king of Unpassive. You know, that's the king and the queen of Unpassive, because if Mr. Ashmore, you know, I always say this thing, if it was just to bring 1 million founder, replicate himself 1 million, because we are 1.4, so Mr. Ashmore have replicate himself 1.4 to put, you know, give us something like put financial stability and time freedom for us to go and sleep. I don't think Mr. Ashmore will do this. He said we have to replicate ourselves. And those who come before, after us, should also do the same. And I'm thankful that Unpassive take this time, not because they couldn't build it. Yes, they were doing it, which is the normal procedure to build software. But we should remember that we have learned a lot through the process. We learn through the process. Some people learn how software is being developed. Some people get free. You know, Mr. said, you study for free, no certification, but we learn. We learn marketing through Madi Digamo and all the rest. You know, we can call all the marketers we have. You know, Downstreet, Madi Digamo, Mike Ellis, Michael Williams, all these guys. We learn for free. I didn't pay anything. That's the beauty about Unpassive. Is that not RobLynn? It's RobLynn because I've gained knowledge. And except those who have not been plugging in, they will say no, because if you don't enjoy the journey, you miss the journey, you miss the fun. The journey of Unpassive have taught us with, as my brother Bob always said, with total humility. It makes us, you know, give us that humility, and we don't even think about ourselves. We know we've already, our marks will be won. This after I say, where your marks? Our own marks will be won already. It's already sorted. But now what we think is how we can go out and bless others, to show them the gateway that there is something good for you. You know, let us be the one crying on the mountaintop. This is the way, like John the Baptist. Follow this way, because this is the way of financial freedom. I always said, many times, I'll go back biblically, they said captivity. What is your own captivity? Poverty can be your captivity. But if you can have the basic, you know, when you can eat, you go to school, you think smart. But if the basic needs are not there, forget it. You always feel like miserable. My God, why me? Why me? But now, the heart of Unpassive, I always call it, is RobLynn. And that is the reason why Mr. Ashmore embarked on this journey to bless mankind in his own little way, so that we too can go out and bless others in our own little way.
Well said, Collins. Let me add on that a little bit. Yes, beautiful. Thank you, Collins. That was well put. But let me just add a little bit to explain how Ashmore distinguishes himself from the others. He's a special breed. He's an extraordinary human being, and his why is what distinguishes him from all the others, right? But also, the technology that Ash Mufara brings, remember we say it is superior, it is sophisticated, and it is secured. Until then, remember our SSS, right?
Yes.
Let me focus on the superiority, and I'll give you a current example. You know, let's look at Mr. Ash talked of OConnect yesterday, the other day, OConnect, and the speech-to-speech translation to demonstrate the superiority of what Ash Mufara has done. My friends here, my colleagues, my brothers here, they will tell us we don't know that. There's nothing like that in the industry. Right now, as we speak, I use all of them. I use Cisco WebEx, I use Microsoft Teams. We all use Zoom and all the like. There's nothing that even nears what Mr. Ash has brought with this technology, this speech-to-speech translation, almost near real time. I'll give you an example. One of these companies that we use, I will not call the name that I use. There's somebody speaking, please. I actually happen to have to do, I'll say the name, it's Cisco WebEx. Cisco WebEx, they have something called Cisco WebEx Translation Services. They try to do something like caption and translation. Okay? I did the risk assessment for that project. I think I told Oliver about this. And we discovered that what they did was they had a third party, another third party integrated in their system, and that third party is the one doing the translation. So I refused to sign off on that product for us to use it. You okay? Ash Mufara builds his from the ground up, and it is not captioning translation, it is speech-to-speech translation. We don't know that. There's nothing like that right now in the market. But how does he do it? You know, speech recognition. So the system recognizes your speech and is able to translate it and then send it out in the other language. And then in this same OConnect as well, we have noise cancellation. So that means that they are using speech, voice recognition. So they have speech recognition and voice recognition at one end. So the microphone recognizes your voice and locks your voice into that microphone with AI. Anything else, it cancels. That's what Ash Mufara is bringing. There's nothing, we don't know, there's nothing like that right now in the industry. So Mr. Mufara distinguishes himself with his product. Yes, him as a man is also, with his own reason for doing what he's doing to uplift mankind. He says that he doesn't really worry about the financial gains and other, but we know he's going to be the richest man on earth. That's for sure. But it's not something that is his primary concern. What his concern is to uplift mankind through the superiority of the technology that he brings. If you look at each and every one, go to what we have now, OTracker. Look at OTracker detailing. There's nothing in comparison with that. All our products, everything. Ash Mufara distinguishes himself 110% of the time with the products and the service. He even says it. If you remember the video, he says equal opportunity for all, big or small. He's trying to create equal opportunity for everyone, all companies, big or small. And he says that every company needs artificial intelligence now to survive, especially the small companies. So he wants to lift everybody up. That's his why. And that distinguishes him from everybody else. Back to you.
Oh, man. Welcome back to Friday nights with OTech. That's the way we do things here at RobLynn Live, for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Oliver, do you want to add anything now, or should we
Yeah,
go?
man. Bob and Collins, Bob and Collins, they've messed up my mind.
Yes.
But in addition to OConnect, it's not the speech to speech is not recording, it's live.
Yes.
It's not recording, it's live. My brother Bob just explained the technicality, how another provider went and took another company to come do the translation with Cisco Webex. But on passive, or connect, speech to speech is live. And then you have a male and a female voice that you can choose which of and which language. Tell me which organization. The CEO of Toyota will sit in Japan and talk to all his CEO from United States to Germany to Belgium, France, in different languages. It translates to them. That's efficiency now in productivity. No traveling, no more paying executive to travel. The company makes more money. The recession, they'll put more money into employees' their pockets. So you see how OnPassive is now going to transform a lot of companies, will take them out of this recession now to instead pay bonuses. This is wonderful. This is what we are talking. This is the change that OnPassive is going to bring with our products, the value that our products are going to bring into the market and to this world. Let me go to another product, OMail. Our OMail that we are seeing, that is a sophisticated OMail with the value of OMail. No spams. That your security is guaranteed. We look at the features that are in OMail, the dashboard, video, mail. From all the mailing system that we got in this world today, the OnPassive has distinguished themselves also from that product. We can take each and every product of OnPassive, and we can bring that. We can bring that we can put the difference between the ones that are in the market today and our own. And there's one magic: artificial intelligence. That is in all our product. Then when you look into our CEO, Mr. Ash Bufara, a man of heart, a humble person. Look like what he told us on Wednesday. All the employees in Heidelberg, they have from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Tell me, I've worked in how many companies in this world today? Even breakfast, even coffee we buy. We have coffee machines, but we buy. But Mr. Ash Bufara gives coffee, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is a different kind of human being. So his heart, the heart of humanity. And that's why I want to beg to all our founders also. I think we've learned a lot for all these years. Even you came in the last day that they shut the door to become a founder. I think you've learned something, because Mr. Ash has been talking to us how to replicate ourselves, how to impact somebody's life. Like my brother Collins talked about OBLS, that he said that it's not a crowdfunding. Yes, all of us were making that mistake, that it was a crowdfunding. It's not a crowdfunding. It's a platform to provide creativity and solutions to, like Collins just give an example. Is there any company, name them, all the big tech companies, do they have a department like that? No, they don't. They don't have a product like that? No, they don't have. We can nail again, or we can go over and over and over the difference between OnPassive and any other company that is out there. And when he said that OnPassive is the correction to the corruption, being in the industry, seeing what these other companies, they suck money from this tech, from other companies, that they provide them with softwares or applications or products, let me call them. You pay for subscription, you pay for licenses. OnPassive is not like that. Looks like what he told us again on Wednesday. The cost of OConnect, how many percent he took out from what is now in the market with disruptive features. Tell me who will not come and buy. Tell me how companies will not put more money in their pocket, because they'll buy high value products, disruptive features that comes with everything. For example, OConnect, and the company will save money. The company will save a lot of money. Look at a company that goes into the market with their own data center. Tell me. We comply in more than 200 countries all over the world. compliance. Compliance alone in the industry is one of the most difficult challenge. It's one of the most challenging things that a company can go through. We were just out there saying, some of our brothers and sisters were out there saying, why can we not go to the market? But if you don't know the complications that is out there, compliance. And I was happy when he said we'll have 2 compliance departments. I was very happy. And when Bob talked about DORA, you have GDPR also in Europe. DORA now came in. New York has its own law. California, they have their own laws. These are compliance, and you must comply to all those laws. We have a data center. If you have a data center, you must have SOC 2 Type 2 document. That's a compliance document. That is a compliance document that any company with a data center, they must have it to show that you've complied. And they have a checklist that they check all those lists to make sure that you have this, and OnPassive is above and above and above that level. We should be proud what Mr. Mufara, our CEO, has done to us. And we should be proud to be part of this journey. And when people keep talking, when you understand what the system development life cycle, my brothers here, or at least there was Lynn was part of us, with our brother, Big Brother Madi, when we explain how the system development life cycle started, that will start to come out with one product. From the initialization to the maintenance to the monitoring and putting it live into the market, to go to the market live. And the last thing is that compliance. So my brothers and sisters, we are fine. That's why I've never doubt. There's never been any doubt in my mind. I keep saying we are fine, we are fine, we are fine, because when I look into the whole process, I know that where we are going to, I am in the right place. I am in the right place, and I know our CEO is taking us to the right place. Because building up a software is not a child's play. Building up a software to go through all that process. Each phase, that Muhammad Kamas told us the other time, each phase, they have to test. You have to test the code, you have to test the security, you have to test everything, and then before you move to the next phase. After the next phase, they have to test it again, then move to the next phase. That's why and guess what? A product that would take about 5, 6, 7 years, Mr. Ash Mufara, OnPassive has released. We have 5 products, 3 free products now in the market since November last year, and 2 is going out to the market, paid product. A hand of applause to all of us and to the CEO and the guys that have been Hyderabad. These are challenges that we have to thank them for what they've done. They've taken less than 5.5 years to come out with all these products. With AI, integration, 100% automated also. Never heard of the history of technology. I want to say thank you, Mr. Ash Mufara. Thank the guys in Hyderabad. And I want to thank all of us that have been patient and will listen. And today, we are going to laugh. And Mr. Ash Mufara told us that OnPassive is a journey for life. Thank you.
Oh, doggies, you guys are fired up and firing me up. Before we go to Marty, who just popped in a few minutes ago, let's pile on, Vincent. Pile it on, brother.
Well, yeah, thank you, Rob. I think we'll give an opportunity for our big brother, Marty, is in the house to say something. Yeah. So, Marty, you have the opportunity here.
All right, we can do that. We'll swing on over to Marty if you'd unmute Marty, or Marty will unmute himself. And we'll come back to you, have you do the first question, if you don't mind, Vincent, when we get it. All right there, Mo. What do you got?
Well, I'll tell you one thing you got to do one time. Watch Oliver with no sound on.
Oh, look at that sausage.
He looked like an Italian dude making a pizza. I mean, he was, arms are flailing. It makes you turn it on. If you see him, you go, oh my God, what is he talking about? Fantastic. The guy's on fire. Look, his head's sweating. I mean, he's going to hurt himself. I mean, he is all over the place. Ooh, great job. Anyway, guys, I listened to most of it. I was helping somebody on another thing, but yeah, very good. Very good. What could I add? There's nothing. They pretty much said it all. I mean, people need to know what we, I mean, I know people don't really know what we have. I don't think all of us know exactly everything, but you should know enough by now that you should have a permanent smile on your face. That's for sure. Like Oliver said, we are fine, beyond fine. This would never happen to you. Never, 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 never. What would be the chance that you were with, like a Bill Gates type? Not even that. You were with Henry Ford when he started up the line of cars the first time. The Wright brothers. I mean, that's where we're at. I'm telling you. And we don't realize it because we've seen so much in our lives and all that. But the one thing that all of you have been saying that, if you look now, everybody should recognize the unpassive game is like nothing else on the planet. So there really is no way to compare. In fact, we talk about, we're going to take over. This company will be gone. I think it's a bad way to look at it. I actually believe we're going to help companies survive. Because when you enter this so-called industrial revolution of whatever they call it, as a multi-unicorn company with a foundation that we built in the AUE, nobody's going to touch us. They're not stupid. I mean, that reach goes everywhere, everywhere. People in the US, people in the UK, people in Canada, big CEOs, power brokers, I don't care what you want to call them, their vacation spot is Dubai. And they see nothing but unpassive. And trust me, they are looking to see what it is. There's no doubt about it. I'm not guessing. I don't think it's happened. It's happening daily. Daily. They have woken up the sleeping giant. And we're here, and let me tell you, like everybody says, be ready. I've heard for 4.5 years. Win. When's it going to happen? When's this? When's that? Okay, we're there. He said the other day, set, and the gun's going to go off. Are you ready? Or are you going to have your pants down sitting in the bathroom? I mean, we need to be ready. We need to be there when it says go. Because when that happens, your life will never be the same. I don't care what you have, day 1, day 2. I believe every day or every month will be bigger and better. And what more could you ask for? And we already know his intention is to give as much as he legally can. I've never heard a CEO say it. Never, ever. He says stuff that you go, there's no way would anybody ever say that. But I really think the history books should be rewritten about how do you start a company after unpassive. I believe there will be a before and after unpassive. Where did this company come from? Oh, it's after unpassive. Okay, it makes sense. Because I don't think you can repair a company to make it like unpassive. I really don't. I think you can be better. I think you can try to imitate. But unpassive, like all of these guys said, was built from the DNA. The first code ever made had intention of where we are today. The first code ever done had an intention of winding up in this big puzzle, this big picture that Ash is putting together. And it's a masterpiece, an absolute masterpiece. And the worst day will be day 1. The second day will be better. The third day will be better. And I've never been in a company, I'm telling you, 50 different opportunities in the last 20 years. Easy. None of them lived up to what they said. Not one did anything like they promised. In fact, most of the time, the best day was the day I dreamt it, how good it was. And I was let down daily after that. And eventually you go, oh my God. I spent all that time. I branded the company. I branded the people with it. We did, and you just got to start over again. because a lot of the people aren't going to follow you, because there's a plus of being what they call a so-called leader, and there's a big minus. It happened to Mr. Mapara, by the way. The bad talk you hear about him, he did this, he did that. You know what really happened? He was the best marketer in the whole company. The CEO was hiding behind bushes. He had a name like Mr. X. The only person they saw was the number one affiliate, which was Ash Mufara. Company goes down, people have to and want to blame someone. It must be him. He didn't own the company. He didn't run the company. The difference is you lost $5, he might have lost millions. Because when it happens, you're done. It's over. Income instantly stops in that project that you're in. And you've got to retool, you've got to remarket, you have to rebrand, because Ash would brand the company and him as part of that company, just like I did at a much smaller scale. So what did he say? There's nothing out there. And thank God above, guys, that he went with what he felt to do, because I don't know anybody that would do it. This isn't just brown nosing, okay? I'm way past that. I'm in all the way to my feet. But the point is, nobody would spend millions and millions and millions of dollars getting beat up, arrows thrown at them, knives thrown at them, hand grenades, low crawling through mud and cow crap to help everybody that's holding on to his coattails. Nobody would do that. So whatever you think, whatever you're hoping for, you're not going to be left behind. All these gentlemen said it. Lynn said it. Rob said it. You've heard it from hundreds of people. If you're not with us, it's because of you. You're not going to be left behind. Never. I see people worry about the little details. I said, it's going to be fixed. Well, O'Meal won't do this. O'Meal won't do that. Do you see any products for sale yet? No. When you do, I guarantee O'Meal will be fine. Because one thing I said, you send a rocket to the moon or into outer space with people on it, you don't get that messed up, let's try it again. People die. Ash looks at Unpassive at that detail. How many first appearances do you get? One. And he wants to be the best. And I tell you what, we'll all be happy that he took the time to get it right. And thank God he doesn't go by people whining and crying that it didn't happen yet. I know people are hurting. He knows people are hurting. But would you rather have a company that lasts 6 months or 60 years? I know the answer, so you don't have to answer it. But that's what we have. We have something here for our children, our grandchildren. Yes, we're going to be able to look back and say we're part of it. Everybody here can say back, I was there when. I was there when this happened. I was there. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. However you took the journey, however ups or downs that you felt about it, all said and done, you're going to be able to look back and say, I'm in that company. And trust me, everybody will get taller. Everybody will be more proud when you see it across the screen or you hear people interviewing people from Unpassive. You remember, as said a long time ago, he said it to me, your life will never be the same. And I thought, okay, he was right. And I've said it to people here. I remember the tech guys said, hey, you guys are going to move on. You moved on with Lynn. Hey, your lives will never be the same. You guys gave me that look like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Did I lie? It's not the same. It'll never be the same. Because time now is going to happen. They'll be traveling. There'll be this. There'll be that. And I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if we're on webinars. Richard Lamott. I don't care. Yin Yang 44.4. Everybody will be known. Because you become more and more unique the more people that join the company. And the name OTech Pros is going to stand out. RobLynn is going to stand out. There'll be places all over. You guys will fly to Dubai, and who are they going to want to see? They're going to want to see the people that belong to the names they've seen on webinars for 4 or 5 years. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing, whether you were looking for that or not. If you stood out and you really pushed it, you're going to be a popular person whether you like it or not. But the main thing is, which made me feel better than anything else, and you guys brought it up today, really had me thinking about it. I've been thinking about it a long time. Ash is not in the Band-Aid business. He's not in the tape business. He's not into an aspirin business. He's into a solution business. When he's done, your leg is no longer broken. When he's done, the child is no longer hungry. When he's done, the child has shoes on his feet, houses over their head. The guy in the street is fed and has a job. He has a reason to live. The people that are disabled, because I said this the other day, and this was breathtaking, and I know it was for Lynn. What company would take a small minority of people that either can't see, can't hear, or have some disability, and Ash is going to focus maybe millions so that he can help them see what we see? Why? Because he doesn't look at the cost. He looks at the need, and it's powerful. He's not making a Band-Aid. That's why when he said, this is not crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a Band-Aid. It helps somebody for a little while. And don't compare this to a catastrophe like a tornado or a hurricane. That's different. Unpassive will be there to the rescue. They will get the money. If it's $1 billion, it's $1 billion, and not a penny less. Nobody's getting paid. That's powerful crap. And because Ash has hooked himself up to large organizations, when he's ready to send the stuff, he's got jet airplanes, he's got boats, he's got trains, he's got regular planes, he's got the people, he's got military to get this stuff delivered. So when we say, I'm going to put $100 in, and you get a couple million people doing that, it will save lives. But I'm talking about the regular, bless is there to bless you for life, not to cover a boo-boo. Boo-boos will heal on their own. We need to heal people for the rest of their life. We need to give them a different direction. Give them a reason why. You know why I love Unpassive? No doubt. More than anything else, not the money. Yes, I need the money. It's not why though. Why I love Unpassive the best is because it gave me a why. I had this in the business I had, and I lost it one day in a flash of an eye. Blinking of an eye, I lost everything I did. I said, will I ever get, wait a minute, I hit my peak at 42? What the freak? Yeah, I had to say freak, bro. But here we come 15 years later, and there's Unpassive, which I've been looking for. I didn't know the name. I didn't know Mr. Mabara. And I was looking for the yellow brick road. Pie in the sky. You thought about Unpassive 10 years ago? Somebody put you in a straitjacket. Nobody's going to do that. Are you kidding me? And look where we are. It did happen. And I believe I was guided to this point. I looked at Peter Rogers and I knew this is different. The only difference was from day one till thousands and thousands of days later, it's better than the day I joined. Never seen that in my life. And I have no idea what your question was, but you know me, I do not stay the script. But that's what I wanted to add. But I've been listening to you guys, so I get all these things going. But you please, whatever you do, watch Oliver with the sound off. It will scare you to death. I guarantee you will turn it on. Because my man is making a pizza. I've never seen a black Italian. My man is doing it up, man. He is doing it up. Anyway, that's all I have right now.
Appreciate it, Marty, and thanks for texting. We're going to kick the freaking door in because I believe that's exactly what we're going to do.
It's right.
All right, Vincent, do you mind taking the first question?
Oh, does anybody else have anything to
Oh,
say?
do you want to, Vincent, anyone else, you want to add anything before we take a few questions?
Oh, no, I'm okay. Yeah, thank you, Rob. Thanks.
Yes.
I just want to add.
Okay.
Oh, you got it. All right.
All of us, go ahead.
Go ahead, pizza guy.
Okay. No, Marty said something and it just like, just touched my brain about Unpassive is giving us a reason to live. Most people, all of us, that's the reason we are in Unpassive. You know, just imagine there are lots of people who are just full of hopelessness. They live their years, but they don't live the life. You know, and you know, when Maddie said this thing, I just remember a story. You know, when I was still in uni, get up in the morning, you know, really cold, and you have to sit, take the bus. Sometimes you need to go and do like part-time job. And I had this really close guy. The guy will always wake up in the morning. So it was just like, you know, we greet. But every time when you tell this guy, because you can see the frustration on his face, doesn't like what he was doing, you know. But when you said good morning, if you want to tease him, just say good morning. You know, he will be so angry, especially during winter. What is really good in this morning? What is really good? He will throw everything down. You can know that what he is doing, he really hates it. But there is no option. And we know there are many people like that. No alternative. They just do it to live, go to work just to live, because there is no alternative. They are really shattered, broke, naked. But you have to go, get up that early morning, go. If not, you become homeless. Because we're just living from paycheck to paycheck. That's it. So you are living your age or the years, but you're not living the life. You are even afraid to take holiday. Because you know, sometimes a certain company take holiday, they don't give you they don't pay you in full. You come back and the money they'll pay you, you cannot even pay your bills. Lots of people, maybe 60% are living like that. Just imagine if there was an alternative like on passive. Now we have it. You know, we have this alternative like on passive. And because of that story, that's why I share on passive, not to people who really have, you know, they believe they have good job, they can survive. You know, I always say this with Oliver, Bob, we have the conversation, Vincent. I go to those people who are struggling. I say, look, there is something that can change your life, can take you off this, because I know how difficult you're finding things, and the job you are doing is hard. For how long will you keep on doing what you are doing? That is the people I shared on passive with them, to change their own story, where they can look up to someone and say, my God, you know, I'm doing this, but now I'm full of hope. Because on passive is here to give hope to the hopeless, you know, and it's give voice to the voiceless. Give you that there is a new thing that is coming that can change your life, and not only you, but change a lot of lives and those who will come before you, a legacy that you leave. So your children will not even remember that story, your story. When you be telling your story, Daddy, do you know? You tell them your own story. I used to get up early in the morning just to go. He said, Daddy, are you sure you did that? Because they will not believe you. Because what? On passive, write a new chapter in your life, a new story. But to touch back into OConnect, there's one thing my brothers, they didn't touch, came in my mind. You know, within OConnect, I talk about digital avatar.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about, you know, the video shortener. So after you record, you can shorten it maybe with 3 dimensions, so small, medium, and large. And it will pick exactly what would this do in the business atmosphere. So I can decide to watch only the things that are highlighted. For instance, Maddie gave a very good point. You know, it just pick it and shorten it. So you can just watch only what you want to watch and disappear. That is a game changer. Driven by AI. You know, we are talking, everything is driven by AI. And Ms. Ash told us, we know AI grow from strength to strength, maturity, as we feed the system with more data. It pick it, the algorithm, build it until get into a state where we'll be looking and say, wow, is it human being talking to us, or this is really crazy? So that's what I just wanted to add. I think my brothers, they have a lot to add on that.
Yeah. Yes. I also, Brother Mari also picked my mind when he talked about intention. You know, when you look at Ash Mufara's original intention, that's one of the things that distinguishes him from everybody else. His original intention is not to enrich himself, but to uplift. You know, I just wanted to highlight that. And he even emphasizes that on Wednesday, again, When he talked about, and I listened to Mr. Ellis, Mike Ellis today, when he talked about you cannot compete against unpassive because unpassive wants you to win. That is the mindset, that is the intention behind Ashmufara, and that's why he distinguishes himself from everybody else, and that's why he's...
That is powerful, Bob. That statement that Mike said, I just had to add that in. Wow, that is strong.
You understand? That is the distinction between unpassive and everything else. And then one last thing, please. He also said, and we know that we're going to update. Unpassive is going to have an update every week of new features, new little additions, right? Even mighty Microsoft. This is the distinction here, Mr. Rob, because you asked the question. Even mighty Microsoft does her updates once every month. They have something called Microsoft Tuesday. I think Vincent will testify with this. They have something called Microsoft Tuesday. I think it's every second Tuesday of the month that Microsoft does her updates. Unpassive is coming in fresh, but she's doing her updates once every week. That is huge. Back to you.
Oh, Nelly. Vincent, talk to us about that Microsoft thing.
Yeah. Thank you, Bob. Yeah. Because like Bob said, Microsoft, we know, is a great company. They have so many apps, applications, but what is coming from Unpassive will be more than Microsoft, because we see that Microsoft, they have everything, like messaging system, they have applications, so many penny, but we have our OML. OML is powerful than Microsoft one. When I've used the Microsoft Outlook for many years, even I was administrator on the box working on that, but OConnect, our OML, we haven't used it on the OML Pro side, like even our boss said a few days ago. So bringing in the OML we know right now is even powerful than the professional OML system we've seen in the market. And then adding the OML Pro is mind-blowing, because I don't think that anyone can compete. Even the one we have now, no company can compete with that. And then we have OML Pro is killing. So we have a lot of features, a lot of opportunities, so many things that we have it that they don't have it. So it's like our CEO says, it's above the market value. So this is something that I don't even have to argue with anyone, because the opportunity there, the features, the quality, the security is above the market value, and no company or no system in the world right now can compare to what we have now. So people on passive, we should rest no with our issues, because what is coming is too big. Like Bob said, every week we'll get update and update, because we have a lot to come. So what we have seen now maybe is like 5 or 2%, if I might say in this way, but what is coming is more than what we have seen now. So ask people to wait and see what is coming. We can see, as tech people, we can see what is coming. It's big, it's massive. But people sitting there wanting to know when we are going to launch, when the company started. But if we don't do it well, it's like an airplane. If we don't do it well, it can launch now and then collapse. So what Mr. Ash is doing the great job, so that when we start, we're going to blow the whole market and nothing will stop us. Nothing can compare to us. That's what they are doing. So there are so many things to do. Like Ollie said, software testing, there are so many things. We don't want any little mistake in our system. Everything should be perfect, 100% accurate, 100% secure, 100% performance. Because when we talk about application, it's not only the security or maybe the features, also the performance. Because when people use it and then they are happy, it's performing very well. The way as people want to use it, they'll say, oh, mind-blowing, this is the best application ever we have seen in the world. And then this is what Unpassive system are, because they are the best performance. I can say the best performance so far. best security. So what else you are looking for? This is what people are looking in the world. On passive, we have everything. So we come little by little, we will see everything coming through. So I urge people to stay calm. The good thing are coming is on our way. Oliver said we are fine. So let's wait and see. The bright future is coming to our way right now. Thank you, Rob.
Let me just remind everybody that you can get anything that you want at Ashmafar's restaurant. Yeah.
Cha cha cha.
Cha cha cha.
Yeah.
I mean, this is wow. This is a powerful evening here. And correct me if I'm wrong, Marty. When was the last time OP360 lasted 3 nights?
Is Marty there?
He's there.
Yeah, it was an extended version, that's for sure. And usually it's those events that you don't see it coming. Like, I mean, I asked him in the morning, you know, we're coming on 360. We're going to have Andy Burks. If you have anything or you want to come on, boom, you know. But nothing. I think Ash and Joyce let me know at least a couple minutes beforehand. And then I'm coming on to bring Nizelle. So Nizelle was supposed to come too. Then he did what he did and obviously blew everybody away. Then when I knew he was hinting to you, asking you what you're going to talk about that night, and he said, well, how about if we talk about whatever? I went, okay, God, he's going to go there too. So, or something's going to happen. Right? So after that, we got off, and I laid down because I knew we're going to be in for a marathon. I love it though, by the way. It's the best meetings of all. Much better than just a scheduled meeting because he's more relaxed. I love it. And the reason Ash is relaxed is because of the meeting itself. Nobody's pressuring him. Nobody's doing this attack thing. He wants people to ask questions, but this bombardment thing is everybody talking about it. No, it was perfect. Everything went smooth. But of course, it was the last minute, and he goes, where are they at? I said, on that StreamYard thing? I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, no, we got to change them. This is 8:20. And I go, no, it starts at 8, okay? So I'm supposed to be on at 8:15. Everybody went on but me at the point. I don't remember who all it was. It doesn't matter. So he said, why don't you see if they'll switch to Zoom? And this is what an upright man he is. He didn't just say switch to Zoom. He goes, now look, I don't want to step on RobLynn. That's the wrong. I said, yeah, I get you. So put it in Zoom. Ask them if they want to do it. I said, I got the answer. How could you have an answer that fast? They're not going to say no. I guarantee it. Okay. And then redirect all the traffic to their YouTube. That's the least we could do. Now I know they're not going to say no. Of course not. It doesn't make sense. So, of course, he goes, and I'll see you in 5 minutes. I look at the clock. No, you're not. You ain't going to see me in 5 minutes. I can't do that. You know, you need time to tell everybody. And then I told Lynn, and then I was worried, oh, my God, did I give her the wrong link? They don't want people on Zoom. They want them on YouTube. Anyway, it turned out perfect. But, yeah, those improvs or whatever you want to call it, they are the best by far. But then he starts asking for people, and 60% of the people he asked for are in the UK, right? And we're already 9:30. So I go, well, where's the OTech pros? Like you guys all live together in some hut somewhere. I go, I don't know. They're sleeping, some of them. You gonna try to get them? Yeah. I said, no, I'm not. Lynn will get them, right? Okay, you get Mike and Dan, I'll get Mike and Dan. And that turned out like it did. And he wanted to deliver news. And that's the platform he just likes doing it like that because he feels comfortable. And I believe it or not, I want him to feel comfortable because that's the least we could do in respect for what he does. It's nothing for what he does to us, but that's the least we could do. So, no, he enjoyed it. Afterwards, he said, I love that. I need that. Ash lives off of that. The energy is, what he's doing is big, But being able to go back and share stuff with the people is even bigger. And a lot of people don't realize. I have people tell me, well, what about them? They want to get into details. And listen to me. I'm going to say this again. If Ash tells you he's going to give you everything you can, who gives a crap what the mechanics are? Who cares? You knew how many business were you in? The guy told me 20. Did you know the comp plan? Yeah, all 20 of them. A to Z. I knew him from top to bottom. How much did you make? Oh, shut up, he said. Well, I mean, really. So you know all the details, and you didn't make a freaking dime. Well, you don't know that. I said 98% didn't. And you sound like one of the 98% to me. I mean, he didn't like it, but that's just facts. So you got all the details of what? Something that doesn't work? Big deal. MLM will promise you the world. They know they're not going to give it. They can't. We're in a place now. One thing he said, it's unlimited. So yeah, we are in an unbelievable place right now. Everybody. I don't want people to look at the screen and say, of course the OTech pros are. Of course Marty is, and Lynn and Rob. No, that's not true. All of you. And by the way, if you want to get there faster, you can. That's another beauty of it. But you're going to win whether you like it or not. If you're plugged in and you just do what you're expected to do, have your name, your email, stay plugged in. The only thing I ask, and I'll work night and day. 2 simple things we could do. Go to YouTube. New video comes out. Watch it from front to the end. Give it a thumbs up and make a nice comment. Once in a while, share it. If you do that in YouTube and you do that on Twitter, the amount of people put into the pool for you, by the way, will increase. Do I think so? I'm telling you fact. This is not my opinion. This is fact. Algorithms in YouTube run off of how long do they watch the video? In other words, how long are they on? They don't pay a lot if a guy comes on 3 seconds. Watch the whole thing through. Thumbs up, comment, share once in a while. Twitter, retweet, comment, share. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 do that, which is nothing in non-passive. It will change the amount of people in days. Trust me. But little bitty me, the little bit I'm doing. I see how things work. I've seen viral before. It's unbelievable. The day will come that 1 million people a day are coming in on passive. That's Marty DeCarmo's idea. That's my opinion. I do not work for the company. So when I say something, I'm telling you what I think. In fact, I think I'm wrong. I think it'll be higher. But I believe that. And we're all part of it. So everybody's going to win.
You do realize viral is a thing of the past. On passive is setting the new tone. It's called digital tsunami.
There you go.
Taking over the internet, brother.
That's right. That's right.
So anybody want to pile on a little more? I mean, we got this thing going here. Or we can go to a couple of questions, whatever you guys feel comfortable with. Questions? Okay. We'll do some questions.
Ready for Q&A? Okay.
Yeah. Lynn will highlight them and we'll go from there.
Okay. Let's go to super stickers.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's some stuff we got to read.
All right.
Hold on 1 second. Thank you to Yasmin Kaftan.
Thank you for that super sticker. We're going to do the super stickers real quick so we can get to the Q&A. And thank you to Tang Manor. And just so everybody knows, he had surgery, I believe, on his thumb and hand the other day. And that's why he wasn't with us on a couple of events. But he's back in the fold and feeling much better.
And this morning, or I guess it's tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 8 a.m., is going to be OES O Pilipinas, hosted by Tang Manor. And the link will be in the back office, and it's going to be a training session with the back office sharing. So please do attend.
Good stuff. We'll be there. And then Char2, also known as Charmaine, hashtag Singapore. Thank you for that super sticker. We appreciate you very much. And we got some hashtags. Hashtag on passive rocks, hashtag Ashmafara, hashtag above superior market value, hashtag on passive for humanity, hashtag cutting edge business solution. Wow. Hashtag OConnect, hashtag OVerify, hashtag OMail Pro, hashtag OTracker, hashtag We Are Fine, hashtag OTech Pros Rock Again, hashtag Marty DeGarmo, love you, hashtag RobLynn Live. So thank you for that, Charmaine.
So
You're very kind.
We appreciate you. And we'll start with a question from Robert Stifler. He says, can you explain to us about OLux, luxury and deluxe? Be on the lookout of creative mobile service. Does anybody know what that is?
I'm not sure if that's maybe something he might have seen on the internet, or I'm not familiar with that myself. How about you guys?
No?
Okay. Well, we'll put that question on hold for now, Robert, but we will check it out.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
And now we go on to another question. Here we go.
All right.
Oh, here's a question. Where would we be?
Come on, Marty. Without RobLynn, Collins, Bob, Vincent, Oliver, not at the same level for sure.
And here's a suggestion, a comment from Marty. He says,
Oliver needs to add We Are Fine on the resound. That's right, Oliver. As you know, we can make our own resounds. So we're looking for We Are Fine in your voice, brother.
Definitely. I want to hear that one. And here we have Marsha Umpa from PNG.
Hi, RobLynn, talking about security. What will I do if my system has been hacked? Will I raise a ticket for support for my protection of my on-passive account? That's a good question.
Who wants to take that one?
Security guy, you want to take that one?
That if your system is under if your system is under attack, it's not on passive side, it's on your side, it's your machine. So that's why I keep preaching that people should get antivirus and install them on their now that we are going to the market, everybody should get an antivirus and install in their machine or their gadget, so that because some of them come with firewalls and some of them also come with security that is nobody can hack your system. On passive side is totally secured. Anything happen with your gadget, your laptop, your iPad, your phone is on you. It's not on passive. So you cannot send any support to on passive that your system has been hijacked.
I can add a little bit for that. Yeah, yes, thank you, Oliver. I think Oliver answered the question correctly. But in your side, what you can do if your system has been hacked, you can quickly change your password. If you can access your system back again, all your password in your account, email account, everything else you use on your computer, if you get your system back, change all the password immediately so that to protect yourself. Otherwise, they're going to use, because they hack your computer, they're going to use your current password and what you have in your system to access all your information or all your system there. So the best way and then the quickest way you can do it, go to every single thing you have on every single system in your computer, and then if possible, change every password you can change so that it will make them to stop using your systems. And then also some of your system, if you can add to multi-factor authentication, sometime when you log into one system, it can ask you to get your PIN from, they will send you a code to your mobile phone, and then you use that code to log in. If you can set up also that, it will be also good to protect yourself from your computer. So this is nothing to do with on passive. This is security information or measure that you can use it to protect yourself. So make sure that you set up multi-factor authentication. So this, if you set up that, it will also protect you much more from other guy outside to use your computer. If you use it, because if I don't know your mobile phone, anytime I try to change your password, they will send a code to your mobile phone, and then you can use that code to do anything else. So for security reason, it's not only for her, for those of us who are here, we have system make sure that you set up the MFA on your computer. So it will be easier. It's difficult for these people to access your security or your system. So change your password immediately and then set up multi-system tool so that no one can access your system.
Okay. Just to add on that, just to.
Oh, you want to go in, Bob?
Yeah.
All right. When you add something, then I just want to give a general advice.
Yes, me too. That's what I'm about to do. You know, all of us. That's a beautiful question, Marcia from PNG. You know, as we are in the process of launching and as we launch, when we go to the public, remember, the world is going to know your name. Even all of us in our little communities that we are, we are going to be known. So each and every one of us is going to be a target of some sort. So we have to be very cautious of our environment, not only our digital security, but also our physical security. So you have to be very careful. There's going to be a lot of phishing campaigns. People are going to try to fool you, to trick you, for you to release your password or your information and things like that. So when you get suspicious emails, somebody's asking you for your credentials and things like that, you have to be very mindful. Those are techniques that these people use to hack you. They make you give your credentials and then they use it to hack you, and then you start getting this problem. So we should be very mindful, because all of us, every single one of us, wherever you are, don't think that because you are far away in Papua New Guinea or in Cameroon or wherever. No, we are all going to be targets once they realize that you are a founding member of OnPassive. That's just what I wanted to add.
All right. Collins, give me a minute. Lynn showed me how to do this. I think I'm going to put you right there in the middle. Go.
Yeah.
I didn't
I just want to add, my brother, I've just said, all the security part. But what I want to say is not everything is OnPassive. I just beg, though we are founders, founding member, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, can OnPassive do this? Can OnPassive do that? Please. It's not really right and fair for Mr. Ash Mufara. Sometimes when you see some of the questions they ask, I have this, I have that. Someone, can OnPassive cannot do everything. OnPassive, just ask yourself, you're using Google every day. You cannot tell Google, this is what I want. Can we do this? Can my laptop, my hardware, my software? Yes, we have all these guys, they are IT, they are here to help, to give you that advice, that information for you to protect your site. But remember, if it is out of OnPassive, there is nothing OnPassive can do. Within OnPassive, they can say, all right, let them check their system to see what, like when you say my old mail is not working, that's fair enough. They will check it. I cannot get access to I've logged in, but when I click on that button, I'm not seeing my wallet. When I click on this button, I cannot get into ONET. That is OnPassive. Anything out of that, please forget it. That's the advice, please. If you're listening to my voice, just listen. It's just like you have internet banking. You go and click, you log into your internet banking, you want to go to your account, you click that button, then the button, or they say this page cannot be found. You can complain to the bank that I'm trying to go to your site. This is what is happening. They will fix that. But when you hold your laptop or your phone and you try to push, the phone is not working. It has nothing to do with your bank. It is your device. Just think about that. Go and fix it. Don't ask, maybe can the bank fix my phone? Can the bank fix the bank to tell you I have nothing to do with you? I'm giving you internet banking. So remember, this is a software application. The moment you click on it, it's not working. You can say, I'm trying to do this, it's not working. But out of that, please, OnPassive cannot do it. Even we here, we cannot help you. If it doesn't work today, I through my laptop, I try to sign, it doesn't work. I'll call Lynn. Can you sign on? He say yes. Then I'll say, maybe there's something happening with my laptop. If everybody can sign, it means it's my own problem. It's not OnPassive problem. That's what I want to throw for us to know what is OnPassive and what is not OnPassive.
All right, that's differentiates that perfectly. Thank you. And let's go to another question if you guys are up for it. Forget about the other question at the moment. A great topic, Delisa says, I'd love to learn more, is about security. This appears to set us apart from any other business. If the tech pros could share more about our security. You guys up for that?
Yeah, my brothers here, they've just talked about um, Vincent, Bob, Collins, they've just thrown some headlight on security. Let me say this. It's like you are in your house and you leave your door open and you have $100,000 or $10,000 or $1,000 in your house. If your door is open and the money is lying on your table, don't walk in and get it. So you have to make sure you lock your door each time you get in and you get out. Same thing with your gadget, your laptop, your tablet. Make sure you secure your laptop, especially now that we are going to the market. Buy your malware, buy your malware. I always show it. I always show mine. This is mine here. I always show it. Please buy it and secure. Buy it and secure your machine. It's 1 year. You can get it that of different prices. $65, $90. Buy and install and secure your machine so that nobody will be able to attack your machine. And if you discover anything, like my brother Vincent said, change your password. Change your password for your email. Change your password for your OES. Everything. Change it. It's good also that we are going to have KYC, because KYC now is double security. Your facials and facials, you take your picture, they compare it. That is high level security. But you as an individual, please, we should take it as a habit. And then every 90 days, change your password every 90 days. Do not write your password somewhere that somebody can see that you're your password. Because now our laptops, our iPads are going to be our most powerful thing that we'll be carrying along, because we'll be checking our accounts. That is our own mobile office. That is our own office. You have to log in there to check your wallet, to check your marketplace, go to your OES. And you have to go to your OES every day. So you have to make sure that it's well secured. Because if you're not secured, you have the bad guys out there. And please, when they send you an email, those links that are there, do not, if you don't know anybody or you see an email from your family member with a link, please call. If it's your mom, your brother, your sister, call. Did you send me any email? And make sure if they send you an email, look at the grammatical errors, the spellings. If the spellings are wrong, between 1, 2, 3 spellings for something is wrong, just delete. Don't even dare to open it. Delete it immediately. Just delete it. So these are the security measures that we should learn. When you travel, I don't trust any I don't like free software. I don't like when you go to the airport, you want to travel. If you want to charge your phone at the airport, please be careful. I always have my mobile bank, my charge bank, that when I'm traveling, I charge it in the night. When I'm traveling, I have it with me, because I don't trust free. Like you go to the airport, you have free internet, free wireless. Be careful, because you have guys. The bad guys come to the airport. They come and put some of this thing there, and when you come and plug to charge your cell phone or your laptop. They suck all your information in there, and they take your laptop and ransom. So please, we should be careful. These are the small tactics that we should practice. These are best practice when it comes to security. Change your password 90 days if you want to change it every month. Or when you go to your neighbor's house, I know most of us want to go and check you might leave your laptop, then you go to your friend's house, your sister's house, your mom's house, you want to go and use their own laptop. Please, when you finish, log out. Just log out of that machine. But keep it as a best practice not to use anybody's machine. Use yours. Yours should be the best. And because yours is secure, it's your thing, you've secured it. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll add a bit to what Oliver said. Just add to what he said, because all he said is very good and important. But I'll add a little bit to it, is to set up the two-factor authentication. So after adding what Oliver said, plus to set up the two-factor authentication. So, or the most sometimes called multi-factor authentication. If you go to Google, you tap it, you will see it. Multi-factor authentication. So when you set up this, it makes harder for malicious to access your information. Let's say I want to access one of my system on my computer. I'll put my password. As soon as I put my password, if I set up on the multi-factor authentication, a code will be sent to my mobile phone to put that code before I can log into the system. And then those guys sitting outside there, they cannot have the code. And then sometimes some people will ask you that, can you send me the meeting code? I want to do something. Please don't send it. If you don't know the person, don't send it. Sometimes they're trying to change. If you set up this, that means they're trying to change your password. They're trying to access your system, and then the code will go to them, go to you. So they will ask you to send them the code. They will use different way to ask you. And then sometimes it's like they set up a trap for you. So, oh, I'm trying this meeting. I don't have the code. So I think you have the code. The code has been sent to you. Can you send me the code? If you send them, you get to the trap and then they get you. So if you set up this, please do that to most of your important system, multi-factor authentication, because if you're doing this, is to protect yourself and make harder for those people, the bad guys sitting there, to access to your system. So this is a plus of what Oliver said. Take everything he said, plus add in multi-factor authentication. It will help you secure your system. That is the security measure we can give you.
Yep.
Yes, let me also add something. Let me also add again on that. We also have, like Microsoft, they always come with upgrade, security upgrade to update or upgrade their system. Please make sure you always upgrade, because it comes with security. And Microsoft, what I've seen with them also, they always come with two-factor authentication. Click it and make sure you use it, because it increases your security, the security on your machine. Thank you.
So the key there is stay secure from within, for sure. I like the password myself. I think I've got too many. Well, no, I have too many passwords. So I'm going to go in after tonight, and I'm going to make some changes. I think that's a grand idea. It can never be too secure.
And remember, as they said, we're going to be known throughout the whole world. Every founding affiliate is going to be recognized by name. You know, maybe we don't see it now because it seems so surreal, but I believe literally we will be known by our names, and therefore we have to be extra careful with our security, physical security as well as online security. And I think we can't be too cautious. So I'm hoping that the OTech pros will be able to return and highlight certain important topics. Like, I think security is an important one. So I'm sure we'll have them come back to delve into things like phishing, phishing, which is already, I'm getting a lot of phishing attempts personally. I can imagine it's going to like get way, way more frequent and worse, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have a question from Daphne, which I think had been raised before a long time ago, but I think it warrants going over with you guys.
Yes.
Daphne, up, no.
Down.
No,
Down.
boom. Okay, down.
You're so funny.
I don't know what I'm doing with this.
Okay, so here's Daphne and her first initial question.
Her question was, my solution is, please ask Ash to help all the musicians in the world and us singers to make it possible to sing in synchronization with no time lapse. Well, that's interesting. So this product will be phenomenal.
And here's her second post.
The follow-up is, can the crew, exclusive of Sweet Marty, because so Sweetness himself had to take care of something within the family, or us, please ask Ash to make what I suggested in this chat. It will be a game changer, and we will all benefit from it. What do you guys say about the musical situation?
if you don't recall, I do recall what Mr. Mufara said in response to Milo's question. If you guys don't take it, I'll take it. Okay, so what happened was Milo asked that very question because he wanted to. Oh, in fact, the question was, can different parties in different locations come together and create music, which would be synchronized, not with no delays? And Mr. Mufara said, at this time, the technology does not exist. But when it does exist, then it's something he could do. But right now, that technology is not possible. So that hopefully that was a clear answer to your question.
I know that's why I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So it's a good concept, and certainly if he could do it, he would do it. But the technology doesn't quite yet exist.
All right, let's take another question or two, if the guys are up for that.
Let's see. I think people stopped asking questions after a while. Here's a broad question from Shirley Dotson.
Shirley says, would you suggest OTech pros letting the laptop remember the passwords? Thank you all so much.
That's a good question.
No.
It's a good question.
It's a good question, but no, we don't advise you to remember your password. Because if you leave your password unprotected and somebody else comes in, they can just get into your system. That is not advisable. And I know it's easy for you to just come anytime you want to come. And most of us, even us in security, we have that habit, but it is not advisable. Especially if you have a laptop that you don't have it with you all the time, or a computer that you don't have it with you all the time. That means anybody can access it. Anybody can come in. So long as the computer is on, they log in, their password is saved, they'll get in and they'll do whatever they have to do in your system.
So if there are certain applications that one can use, like Evernote and others that do that, is that unsecure as well? I guess if they get in your computer and get in Evernote, they got your passwords.
They got your password, yeah. Okay. It's not a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can add also to what Bob said, because if he's letting laptop, let's say multiple people are using the same laptop, and then even your own laptop, if you give me right now, in the maybe next 2 minutes, if you save that, like Bob said, it's not a good idea. If you save that password when you go to your web's access application, you save the password there. If you give me 5 minutes, I can get all the password of your computer for you, and then I can use it. Because when you go to setting from your computer, we see that there's a button of your computer will ask you for a password, and then I can go, it's a Google password. So you can go to password and then check every single password you use on your computer. I can do that in just a few minutes, and then we know all your passwords. So nowadays, most people know how to get people password from your computer. So it's not good advice to do that, because if you do that, it will take only maximum 5 minutes to get all your password you using on your computer, and then someone can go and use them. The only thing we can save you, if you set up a two-factor authentication, maybe when they send the code to that, and then they can get it. That's the only way we can save you. But apart from that, they can use everything you have on your computer. So it's easy with Google today. In 2 minutes, someone get all your password. So it's not good advice, like Bob said, to do that. Don't do that.
All right, that's valuable advice, to say the least. Thank you, Mr. Vincent.
It'll save us a lot of grief.
And we had one other super sticker we want to say. Everybody's telling me to say goodnight. We will in a minute. Where was I going? Oh, Rachel Violet, thank you for that super sticker. We know that came in a little bit later than when we did our early recap of that. Thank you, Rachel. It's very kind of you. We love you. Thank you.
Rachel is one of our helpers. She helped me with Facebook promotion. So thank you. She really is really wonderful lady. Thank you.
That's good stuff for sure. Why don't we go round the horn, if you guys don't mind, and maybe do a bit of a wrap up.
One quick question here before we end. Could you read that one, please?
Okay, one more question from Tekla Combo. I recently created one account in my grandson's name who's 14 years old, though I'm in charge. The problem now is that I can't create ONET profile because he's not yet 18 years. What say you fellas?
If we look at it, if you have multiple accounts, do you really want to create ONET? Because I don't have ONET on all my accounts. I have multiple accounts, but not all the accounts I've created ONET. Especially if you have an account where you know you've created for minor, though you are the signature of that account. Because remember, when you create it, you check all the two boxes to say you'll be in control. But if you want to create it for yourself, that's fine. But to me, I will not worry, because why do you want to have multiple ONET on multiple accounts? I don't think it's pointless to have a lot, because you will not be going to use all of them. There is no value you are adding using all of them. It's just like you have multiple shops, because you are the owner of that shop. You want to go and buy toothpaste here, toothpaste here, toothpaste here. It doesn't make any sense.
Good answer. Thanks, Collins. Appreciate that. If we could, if you guys are up for it, could we go around the horn with some parting remarks? Bob, why don't you go ahead and get kicked off?
Oh, well, oh boy. So these are really some exciting times, and I'm very excited to be here with the family. I think I agree with Auntie Lynn. The world is going to know our names indeed. Every one of us, every single founder. So I think we should try to see what we can do to educate the folks about how to protect themselves. Fortunately, right now, in my organization, we are going through our training and awareness process, and I'm picking up some clues on what we can do to help out, come up with something. We're working on how to identify what email protection tools are and how they work. We can bring that to the folks, and also how to recognize key indicators of phishing emails. That's something that we can do to help the folks. Also to recognize important questions that you ask yourself, like when you receive an email, what question do you ask yourself before you look at that email or open it up? And then how you analyze a URL that you receive. When they say click here, how you analyze. So that's something that we are working on right now in my organization, because every year we go through a training and awareness program, and I'm going to try to put it together, and then maybe one of these weekends we're going to bring it to the folks so that we can benefit from it. But it's just some beautiful times to be in OnPassive. Those of us who are plugged in, everybody should be plugged in. Like my brother Oliver said, we are fine. It's always a pleasure being here with my colleagues and my brothers, Vincent, Collins, and Oliver. Back to you.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you being here on a Friday night. And let's go over to, how about you, Vincent? What say you?
Okay, yeah, thank you, Rob and Lynn, first of all, for this opportunity to make all my brothers to come together today again. Thank you, Bob, for also this. Thank you, Collins and Oliver. Nice and good pleasure to see you. Also, I would like to thank all the audience, all the attendees are sitting there watching us. It's also a good pleasure to be with you. We love you all. So we are happy to be here. It's OnPassive, it's one family. It's not only like our CEO say, it's not only the money. He says ethic, integrity is not only end value. So, and also he add at the end of that it's not only money. So I'm tagged to that. And also I believe that we'll have everything coming very well for us. And then our CEO is working day and night. And then he said in a few days ago that the team are working day and night, working very hard to make us proud, to make us successful, so that tomorrow everything will be good for us. So we need time. We have to give them the team time to do what they are doing. They're doing a good job for us. So far, so good. So we should also pray day and night also for them, because they are working day and night for us. So we should also pray day and night for them, so that everything works smoothly, nicely, and good in the hand of God. So we'll love all of you, and then thanks for you to be here. And then God bless all of us, and then God bless all Pacific. Thank you, Rob and Lynn.
All right, Vincent. Great words. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go over to Collins, and then we'll wrap up with the one and only O-Man. Go ahead, Collins.
Yes. So,
starting shots. You want to take a shot at me? Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. It's been really a good and wonderful, show. I really enjoyed it. And I hope everyone here enjoyed it as well. If we didn't answer your question today, don't worry, we'll answer it next time. But we just want to let's keep the faith, let's keep the fire burning, let's know our OES, because that is where our business, evolve. Our business evolve around the OES. So let us know everything, especially from your marketplace to your subscription, to your wallet, to your my users, my links, all of those menu there. It is not for decoration. It is there for a purpose, and that is what we'll be using every day. When On Passive will start, we go to the market. You will hear, go to your marketplace, there is a new product. When you subscribe, where do you go? My subscription, my orders, my this. You'll be looking and you'll be asking questions. Your wallet, three wallet within the wallet section. The deposit, the withdrawal credit, and the other credit. So know every single function. If you don't know it, ask. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing training on OES very long time ago, when we noticed that a lot of founders will come one day and need it. If you don't learn it now, you will come one day and learn it, because that is it. That is where you run your business. You cannot own a business without knowing how to run your business. As they always said, your growth in On Passive will depend on how you know your OES. What you can do. Last time Mr. Ashmufara say it here, when Lynn, can you remember the name again of the lady who asked the question, what should I do? The lady asked that question, what should I be doing after I click and assign I become an affiliate? Mr. Ashmufara said, go create an office in your room.
Oh,
get a laptop if you can have. Sorry?
Janet Butler, who's here with
us.
Good.
Janet, yeah. I always remember that. We're here, the same RobLynn Live. She asked that question. Get a gadget. Make sure you own the product. Make sure you grow with the product as new version are coming. Own it. Own everything. When this time of traffic comes, own it. He said, don't go and bug people. Don't go and be bugging others. If you do exactly the simple thing, On Passive is doing 80% of 80% of the job. You need only 5%. Just click that button, become this. It takes you 5 minutes. And for you to be able to click that button, you must know what you are doing. And the training is there. Go to webinars, get yourself updated. Come to Heroes. Not like I'm promoting Heroes, but we give training. All of us here at the OTech Pro, we are there to give training 24/7 on how you can use that functionality to grow your business without bugging others. Because the time is coming where the line will be drawn, and they'll say, this is the time. Lynn will not be here too much, because Lynn will be concentrating, making sure to get all the account ready with Rob. I'll be putting myself, wearing my own marks. The same with Vincent. The same goes to our brother Bob, with Oliver. When we get ourselves sorted, that is when we'll come and stick our head out and say, oh, who need help? So please, this is the time. get yourself ready for the ride, because the time is coming where we'll get ourselves for the greatest shape of our lives. Thank you, Lynn.
All right, before we move on to Mr. Oliver, I just want to say thank you to Tekla for that super sticker coming in about 10:18. So thank you.
Thank you, Tekla.
Very nice of you, Tekla. We love you. Thank you, thank you. And now over to Mr. Oliver. Oliver, take us home, brother.
Yeah, hi everybody. I really want to thank all my brothers, daughter here, Vincent, Bob, Collins, RobLynn. I want to say thank you also, and to our fellow brothers and sisters. Thank you for the wonderful messages that you people are you are writing out there, and I hope you must have learned something today. And I really want to talk more about security also, to make sure that, or to like tell you guys, secure your gadgets, secure your laptop, secure your iPad, secure your cell phone. Buy malwares and install them. Like my brother Vincent has talked more about multi-factor authentication, two-factor authentication. Please get it. It's going to help you. I read one of our friends just talk, if he or she can change the password monthly. Yes, that is the one of the best thing to do. Is the best practice. If you can do that, that's fine, but I would recommend 90 days, every 90 days. And if you discover any fishy thing that somebody has tampered with your laptop, your iPad, the password, change it immediately. And please, your character should be more than 8 or 10. I believe in 10, above 10 or 12, between 10 to 20 characters. Mix them with numbers and special characters, so that, because I can easily suspect somebody's character. Lynn, I can suspect Lynn. If I know her year of birth, I can just, so please mix them with special characters, and so that people will not easily suspect your password. Then the one other also say, I think Bob, my brother Bob and Vincent, they hammer on that also. Do not save your password on your machine, so that it's easier for you to log in. Just put your name, everything comes out, your credential comes, you click and you are in. Please, no. Take it as also a best practice. Don't practice it. Don't practice it. Don't write your password somewhere that anybody will see. If you see an email that comes in, do not click on any link. Please, I'm just begging, because there are phishing email out there. That's all what I have to say for security, and I want to beg that please, we should put them into practice. And it was a good one, and God bless all of us. Are you ready? Because I am ready, and I'm sure we are all ready. The company is ready. We are ready, and that is why I always say we are fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, all you guys. And let's see. I think Bob said he's coming back without saying it point blank. I think all of you did. So it sounds like we need to do this again sooner than later if we can.
Yeah.
There's so much
we'll work on something. Like I said, we're doing a yearly security and awareness program that runs every year, and the strategy that we're using, I'm going to bring it here and share it with the founding members, because I think it would help each and every one of us to protect ourselves. So to identify what the gadgets to use, to identify the techniques that you identify phishing, and how you look at those links, and those are the things that we're doing. So I'm going to work with my brothers here, and then we can come up with something just to make it easier for the founders to understand and protect themselves.
All right. That sounds great. Thanks to you guys. And if you could just hang, we're going to say goodbye to everybody except you guys. And then if you could just hang out a minute or two, Lynn would like to get a picture for posterity.
So thank you, everyone, for being here. We had a great turnout of over 300. Isn't that right?
It hovered around 342, so not too
shabby. And why was there so many people? Because of the OTech pros. People are excited when you're coming. And they stayed the whole time. So that's exciting.
That's good stuff. And again, thanks, fellas. And we'll see all of you at the new top tomorrow, which is today in some places. Look for Red at 11. I think he'll be there. Chris takes the weekends off, so look for Marty at noon. And then as the oh, and Sister Comfort at 8 a.m. She hasn't missed a beat. So 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Comfort Con 4. So again, thanks to everybody. And we don't want to miss this final super sticker from Miss Vivine Benny.
Coming right up.
Vivine, very kind of you.
1 second, I'm getting it.
You know we love you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, well, thank you again, Vivine. And
the super sticker.
We will see everyone at the new top. Thanks, everybody.
Say bye. Everybody say bye.
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 Ending in a second.